From the oldest capital city in the Americas, founded in 1325, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Mexico City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Chicago Cougars and the Mexico City Diablos. Here's Michael Badgley now to get this one started. And we are underway from Mexico City. This is fielded at the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go. Set. 60 outlaw.
They fake the handoff, now lock. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Here's Locke. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run. On first down, Locke. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Was looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
For that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a third down.
General West. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Throwing his lock on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. Zerline's kick is up and through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
2nd and 14. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not lapping it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Now Pollard. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Now a give, right side, Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They were held to a field goal on their first drive. They want 6 now, but it's 3rd and goal. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him 4 yards there, but they're still well short of the goal line with 4th down now looming. And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. 6-0 our score after 1. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. They're going to look to throw. This short throw caught by Goddard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Here we go, G. Get off the field. 1st down, Chicago.
Now a handoff looking right. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Go.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Lock. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll bring up a third down.
Mike, check, 59. 22 jet bomber.
Lock off of play action. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 13, it's a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2nd and 11. That was complete to Hill. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to get the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 22. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 15-yard line.
2nd and 3. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
59, Mike, check, 59. 65. Shift, watch the shift.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Badgley able to knock this one through. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Give him 9 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. You said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains.
And that one was a lot of fun right there, because that was the game within the game. Third and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. They set up the screen to Hill. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Brian Burns drops him for a loss of 14 yards, and it also brings up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Here we go. 8, read.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
That's it, baby.
Michael Brockers in on the stop.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Stop. Go.
Throwing on second down. Lock. This one caught by Isabella. Sharp there with his feet. Gets him a little extra space. And then drop just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. On the draw, it's Pollard. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. 1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. It's Hill, complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
He's crashing. He's checking anyway.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Past the 20. And he's going to bring the fumble back for a touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. And boy, things switched on a dime here. The fumble recovery for the touchdown and also a 2-point try on top successful.
That feels like a momentum call. Pick it up on a fumble return, take it the other way for a touchdown. That's demoralizing for a team to have it happen against them. So the offense just says, you know something? Let's add to it. Pile on top, go for 2 now while their heads are down.
Come on, man. Let's go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Hey, pick it up, defense.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But plain and simple, that's the 2nd time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just off? He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for fourth.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 48.
On second down, Hill. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming. The offense on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 4. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The fourth down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Run for Pollard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. On second down now, Pollard. And a short gain here down to the 22. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on third down. Lock. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. picked by Kendall Thorne. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Set. 10 over. You draw portraits.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Here's Pollard. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Now Austin. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where,
and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48.
On the double.